Hello, Stephen White from SteveArts89 here. Okay, this should have been my review for Dark Phoenix, but I didn't actually see it. Um, like a lot of people. The film has flopped. It made 33. Let's just go to Dark Phoenix at Box Office Mojo. Yes, it made $33 million domestic. It was projected to make 50, and that was low, and it underperformed by 17 million. And the foreign was okay, 107 million, which makes 140 worldwide. It was the number one box office worldwide, but film on the box office worldwide, but it was number two to Secret Life of Pets 2 in America, which is embarrassing. Almost as embarrassing as Star Trek Nemesis coming in second to Made in Manhattan, um, which was a very, very bad moment if you were a Star Trek fan at that time. But yeah, I'm. It's very disappointing. I saw pretty much all the X-Men films in the cinema. I didn't see the first one. I unfortunately had heard in a comic book store. This was before the days of YouTube and the internet. Well, that I used regularly. And I'd heard some fans bitching about the film, saying it was bad. It was like a TV movie. It had like bad CG and was cheap. And I just sort of thought I didn't know anything about the X-Men. I thought, why do I need to go see some bad cheap superhero film? Didn't see it, and I saw it on TV, and it was great. And that opening scene during the Holocaust, and everything. I'm like, oh my god, this film is brilliant. It's actually about something. The X Men are about something. I didn't even realize. So then I saw every other film after that in the cinema that they released. Some weren't great, but I kind of liked them all. I wasn't aware of any of them getting criticism or being considered bad or anything. I've heard some bitching lately in relation to this by comparisons of, oh, it was as bad as this or not as bad as this or almost as bad as that, blah, blah, blah. So I was going to go see it, but it's a long weekend here in Australia, and there were a lot of people out last night, and I was just hanging out with people, and I sort of thought, I'll see it later. I had no rush. I had no reason. I'm like, why do I need to see this film? I felt the film series had ended with Logan, like a lot of people did, and emotionally, it had closed for me there. And I'm like, why is this film even being made? What is it about? Why do we need to see it? And no one's given me any answers. I mean, am I just a bad, lazy fan because I don't know anything about the film, or is this the marketing failing because it has not communicated to me anything about the film or why I need to see it? The only two things I've heard about the film are not good. First was Victoria Alonso basically saying she hates the brand, that she thinks it should be changed to something else because X Men is just outdated because it's not about men. And I'm like, oh god, are you dragging your gender politics and agenda into it? Like, is that what the film is about? I heard Jennifer Lawrence basically had some creative control in the film and chose the director and wouldn't do the film unless things were done certain ways that she wanted. And there's that little speech in the film that she gives about how basically the women save all the men, and it should be changed. The name of the should be changed from X Men because it's the women. And I'm like, I saw all the films and I don't seem to recall a majority of females in the cast, and I don't seem to recall a lot of useless men wasting in space and endangering people and having to be saved and rescued, and that the women were burdened with them or something. So I'm not quite sure what she's on about, but I'm wondering, was this film made just for woke points? Is it because that's what the haters are saying. They're saying that it's just for woke points and it's just there for the sake of it, and it's just pushing all that. And it's like, there's only so much of that I can listen to, because I know some of it is true, because some of the studios do have an agenda, and some of the studio heads and producers do have personal agendas they are pushing into the films, which um, doesn't it just it's just not what you want when you go to see a film. You don't want to be hearing an actor or producer's personal politics in the film. When if they're going to make a film about that subject, fine, go for it. But if they're going to take a franchise or an established film or character and then put their agenda onto it, it just ruins it for the audience. So I'm not sure what the film's about or why I should see it, but I saw all the other X Men films, and even though it does look cheap Like, I don't see anything about it that looks interesting, or I mean, the makeup looks bad. It just looks like a TV movie. It just there's nothing grand or cinematic that I've seen from it. Like, I think the marketing is failing it. If it's a good film, the marketing is failing it. If it's not a good film, well then, yeah, it's being reflected well. So I probably will end up seeing it probably when it becomes go away. Probably when it becomes the $10 movie of the week or something. Or I mean, I want to see Rocket Man. I want to see Detective Pikachu. There's a few films that I actually want to see. So this is in line behind that, and I'll probably get to it before it actually closes. Although if it's not making a lot of money, I may not have much time. But I'm just going to leave it there. If anyone has any comments, if you've seen the film and you can give me any insight into why I should see it and if it has a purpose, or is it as pointless as everyone is saying. But I will see it and make up my own mind. But in the meantime, it just I'm sort of struggling to motivate myself. I just don't want to have another experience where I see it on video or TV or something, or DVD, video, God, on DVD, and go, oh, it was good after all. I should have seen it. I shouldn't have listened to the critics. That's probably the only reason why I'm going to see it.